Thought I'd do a review of my paddleboard. It's made by Kaku Kayak. It's called the Voodoo. It's 13 feet long, about 35 inches wide, and somewhere between 75 and 80 pounds. It has a lot of inside space. You could store a lot of stuff inside. The bow is cavernous, and I'll give you a look at that here in a minute. Probably one of the most stable paddleboards out there because of the size and the weight. It comes with built-in tracks, and you can see I've got a paddle holder mounted in one track. Perfect place to store a paddle out of the way. It comes with these loops that you can use for a leash. It's got strong handles, two in the back, one on the bow. And it's got two molded in handles that are very handy for just maneuvering the thing around. As you can see, it has a fairly flat bottom. It has a little keel in the back that offers some tracking, ability to track straight, and it has a rub guard so that I use it. I drag it, at least short distances, drag it across the pavement, particularly on boat ramps. It also comes with these plates on the back. There's 5 of them. You can see 2 of mine are off. But you can mount rod holders or any accessory you want to these plates and then fasten them back and without compromising the hull in any way. The Voodoo comes with 2 foam blocks that give some support to the deck, but it still flexed a lot when I walked around. So what I did was I bought some pool noodles and I cut them down into little pieces and made little blocks by tie wrapping the pieces together and then stuffed these blocks up underneath there. And it doesn't add any weight, but it adds a lot of support to the deck, and I can walk around now without the deck flexing on me too much. Here's a look at the bow. You can see how much space is in there. You can slide a lot of stuff up there. I've even put fishing rods along the side, down these side channels, so you can store rods internally. Here you can see the 2 white blocks I was talking about earlier. And you can see I stuffed 1 block in front in the bow, and then I've got at least 1 block in between the 2 foam blocks, and then I've got 2 or 3 in the stern behind the stern foam block. And I can walk around now without hardly any flex. I like the scupper holes in this thing. It allows me to put a stakeout pole through any one of them. It helps me to stay put in shallow water. I also use those scupper holes as fishing rod holders, which I don't think that was their initial intent, but they work for fishing rod holders pretty well. This is the seat that comes with it. It's a very comfortable seat, and it is sturdy. You can stand on it if you want. I don't really use it that much, but it is a handy seat to have if you ever need it. And of course, these are the clamps. You just clamp them into the T-track rails down there. So I'll give you a view of how I handle this thing. It's a beast, and usually when I move it on its side. It seems to be the easiest way, just slide it on its side. And fortunately, it's got the molded in handle and scupper holes for, you can get a grip sticking your hand in one of the scupper holes and then grab the side handle. And you can move it around. And then this is how I usually go from one area to another. Just slide it on its side. It goes pretty easily. And of course, you can always just grab the handle at the bow, and drag it this way too, which is sometimes how I do it on a boat ramp. The performance on the water is actually better than you'd probably expect. I think maybe because of the flat bottom and the keel, but it paddles pretty easily. It takes a little bit of effort to get up to hull speed, but once you're up at hull speed, it doesn't take a lot of effort to keep it at hull speed. This board is stable. I've only fallen off of it twice in the 2 years that I've used it. Once when I was trying to put on my mosquito pants, and once when I was standing when a big boat went by and the wake knocked me off. And both of those were easily preventable. It also has a resistance to broaching, which is what a lot of kayaks do. When a wave catches the kayak, a typical kayak will broach to one side or the other, which is catastrophic because it normally ends in a capsize, or what the kayakers call turtling. This thing, again, I think it's because it's shaped like a surfboard on the bottom. It tends to stay straight rather than broach. And I haven't tested it in a surf yet, so I don't know how it would behave with a 2 or 3 foot wave. But I've had some pretty good sized boat wakes catch me from behind, and it just surfs right through them. And I don't feel like I'm at risk of capsize. This is the paddle I use. It's made by Werner. It's called the Vibe, V-I-B-E. It's a 2-piece model, and it's fairly lightweight. I think it's fiberglass. Actually, I think the handle is carbon and the paddle is fiberglass, but I'm happy with it. As for the paddleboard, this is something I can definitely recommend. and I'm glad I got it.